are live from the Bonfils-Stanton Performance Studio. My name is Janine Santana, and we are welcoming the Bob Montgomery Quintet. We have with us Eric Gunnison on piano, Gonzalo Tepa on the bass, Mike Marlier on the drums, and Al Herman on the bone. And of course, Bob Montgomery on the flugelhorn. Was there anything about Denver in particular that struck you as unique in our jazz community that kept you here all those years?
Yes, I was fascinated with 5 points. And when I first started college, I spent most evenings down in 5 points. I discovered that even though I was white, if I carried a horn, I was okay. And it was wonderful hearing all that great music. I have a list during the 60s, 70s, and 80s of all the people that were playing it, all the jazz players that I played with. And it's about 6 pages of closely spaced names.
Wow.
And you'll recognize most of them. My mentors were, to begin with, Clark Terry. We were friends for over 50 years. And also James Moody, who spent a lot of time in our loft, he and his wife. And Dizzy Gillespie, in a funny way, I had gone back to his green room once, just stuck my head in and said, "Mr. Gillespie, I want to let you know I love your music." And I turned to leave, and he said, "Where are you going?" And I said, "Well, I didn't want to bother you." We ended up hanging out until 4 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
And just like amazing. So he couldn't be said really a mentor, except he was. Because every time I saw him somewhere, we were able to talk about things. The autumn leaves drift by my window, the autumn leaves of red and gold. But I'll miss you most of all, my darling, when the autumn leaves start to fall. The 60s, 70s, and 80s were very important to me. And in 95, I was asked to start doing the educational aspect of the Telluride Jazz Festival. And so I did, but I started a program I'd been thinking about for a long time, where I would seek out the very top teenage players in the United States originally. And then it became also Canada, and it became also Costa Rica, and also Australia. So I'd get 200 or 300 auditions, and I would listen to those, and I would pick a rhythm section and 2, 3, or 4 front line, either vocalist or the last vocalist I had was Veronica Swift.
Ah, Veronica,
and
yes.
She's singing all over the world now.
Yes, she is.
But I had a lot of kids that did that, and it was just my 25th year this year of doing that. Well, and we were talking about important in Denver. Currently, there's an incredible jazz scene in Denver. Young players in their 20s and 30s. And most of them I had as former All-Stars in Telluride or as former students. But they recorded some of my music last year. And after the recording, I told them, they don't have to go to New York anymore. Used to be you had to go to New York to find out where you stood. But now the scene here is so powerful. It's like they're supporting each other, they're playing at a very high level, and they hang out with each other and talk. And I pointed out to them, if they go back in the history books and look at the photographs in the 40s of Miles and all of those folks, they were in their 20s when they developed that scene in New York. So it's happening here.